Tonight we're going to talk about don't take love for granted. If you don't know who I am, my name is Teflon John. I'm a motivational speaker and soon to be digital marketer, and just an influencer. And I try to change the world one person at a time by provoking thought through motivational videos, social media content, blog posts, all that type of stuff. So basically, tonight we're just going to talk about don't take love for granted. And I know that this Monday is kind of wild because we lost a legend. We lost the great and Kobe Bryant. And with that being said, man, it's just it's sometimes it's time to do a self-examination when these tragedies happen, and you can really look into doing some deep soul searching, and you have to often ask yourself, what I'm saying, like, what are you doing with your life and with the time that you have? Are you taking advantage of it? Are you really going through? Are you really going through with whatever your plan is? Are you living your life's purpose? And we tend to ask ourselves all these questions. And then on the flip side, we tend to really ask ourselves, are the people that are around us, are the people that are that we're hanging with, are they consuming our time? Excuse me, or are we consuming our time with them? And we got to often ask, man, like, when it comes to wasting your time is something that you don't get back. Time is something that's going to be, it's very diligent, man. Time is a very diligent, delicate topic. Time is a very delicate, resource, because you don't get it back. It's not like blowing money. It's not like, making a bad investment and, trying to recoup that in 6 months, because you don't know when your time is. And I want to say, don't take love for granted, because so many times we have people in our lives, whether it be our spouses, whether it be a significant other, our parents, our children, that love us dearly, and we don't take time we don't take time out to actually spend with them. We don't take time out to tell them that we love them. We go out our way to have attitudes and nasty dispositions with the people that love us, the people that show us love, the people that are there for us when no one else is. And when tragedies like this happen, it makes you think about, is it worth it? Is the small stuff worth it? Now, I'm a firm believer, and sometimes you got to separate yourself from people, right? But I believe that you can do that by ending it on a good note and just don't deal with the person anymore. I think now in 2020 is not the year to hold grudges, because we're starting it off with someone like Kobe Bryant dying. And I know that Kobe Bryant's a celebrity. He's really no different than us besides his career. But if you look at it, anyone can be touched. Anyone can be touched. Anyone could go at this moment. And the fact that we don't know the moment that we're going to leave this earth is the very fact that we have to really look at from a self-awareness standpoint, that anything can happen at any given moment. And would you want to go out with that burden stuck on you of unforgiveness? Would you want to go out with that burden on you having to art against your brother or your sister? And all I would say is just clear it up. You don't have to deal with them, but just make sure that it's cleared up. But don't take love for granted. The ones that are there for you, the ones that are there to listen to you. And I know sometimes that we can go through relationships or have different bonds where, we're not used to that. And sometimes we take it for granted, like this person is going to always be there. But sometimes that's not always the actual case. Sometimes people are not always there. And you wake up and get a phone call and it's over. And now you're stuck with a lot of regret, a lot of heartache. And so I just want you guys to really focus on that, man. If you got somebody in your life that loves you, if you have somebody in your life that cares dearly for you, spend time with them. Greet them with love. Give them a hug. Let them know how you feel about them. And I hope they let you know how they feel about you. Because what happens is, if this thing is not reciprocated and you're really taking for granted that this person is going to be there all the time, if something happens, you're going to be devastated. And I see it all the time, man, where these people are here walking the earth and no one's caring for them. No one's really, giving them a shout out. No one's really showing them love. But then as soon as they go away, all this regret and all this love is then shown. Let's give them their flowers while they're living. And like I said, man, I'll just keep saying it, man. If somebody loves you, if somebody's going to be there for you, whether or not you want them to be there, there are a lot of people that God has placed in our lives, man, to really be there for us and as a support system. And sometimes they're there and you end up marrying this person And I think that sometimes life can be so good. Like, you don't respect the Bahamas when you live there. And sometimes you have it good. Sometimes ladies or men, you have it better than your friends. But because your friends have a dysfunctional relationship, it causes you to kind of treat the one that's there for you as a, yeah, whatever, they'll always be there. They'll always love me or whatever. And you really can't go to bed with that mindset. You got to go to bed appreciating the people around you. You got to go to bed knowing that you expressed your love to them. You got to go to bed knowing that you done everything that you could for them and cared for them. Because when this happens, you know what I'm saying, when the realness occurs, it's too late. But you feel better if you've done everything that you could by that person. And like I said, when death or tragedy comes, we often look at it from many different angles. We often look at it from many different standpoints. And I just want to challenge you from this standpoint. Just make sure that you love who you love. Show them unconditional love. Spend time with them. Don't neglect them. Sometimes we're neglecting the very people that are there for us. You know what I'm saying? We are neglecting the very people that are there for us because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Who knows if we'll wake up tomorrow? But the thing is, have faith in God and get that right. Get that relationship right. Because I'm telling you, we just don't know. My thoughts and my prayers go out to Kobe Bryant and his family and the other families that was on the helicopter. And I'm pretty sure that they made plans for next week and plans for tomorrow, and they made plans to just do other things, man, with their family. And look, they're gone. And so you got to really realize and then get into that and know that anything can happen at any given moment. Anything. Anything could happen at any given moment. You have to know that. And so I'm going to end this live video by just letting you guys know, just think about that, man. Think about that. Don't take anyone's love for granted. And if you'd like to book me to speak at your next event, you can hit me up at iamteflonjohn.com/book-me, or you can inbox me, or you can email me at iamteflonjohn@gmail.com, and that's John spelled John. One love. Be blessed.